At its greatest extent, under Emperor Trajan in the year 117 of the Common Era, the Roman Empire was a true colossus. Spanning roughly 5 million square kilometers, it stretched across 3 continents: Europe, Africa, and Asia. From the Atlantic shores of Hispania to the deserts of Mesopotamia, this vast domain was the result of centuries of conquest, diplomacy, and cultural integration. The story of Rome's rise begins with a small city-state founded around the year 753 before the Common Era. Through determination and military prowess, Rome expanded by conquering neighboring Italian tribes, and then, in a series of epic wars against Carthage, secured North Africa and parts of Iberia. The conquest of Greece, Egypt, and the Hellenistic East, led by figures such as Pompey and Julius Caesar, set the stage for the empire's golden age under Augustus, who ruled from 27 before the Common Era to 14 of the Common Era. This era, known as the Pax Romana, brought relative stability and peace to the Mediterranean world. Emperor Trajan, who ruled from 98 to 117, took the empire to its greatest territorial reach. Born in Italica, in what is now Spain, Trajan was the first non-Italian emperor, a sign of Rome's growing cosmopolitan character. His military campaigns, especially the Dacian Wars and the Parthian campaign, defined the boundaries of Rome at its peak. The Dacian Wars, fought between 101 and 106, brought the rich kingdom of Dacia in modern-day Romania under Roman control. The conquest brought vast wealth to Rome as Dacian gold and silver fueled the economy and Trajan's ambitious building projects. The iconic Trajan's Column in Rome, with over 2,600 carved figures, still tells the story of these victories. Trajan's campaign in the east against the Parthian Empire pushed Roman power into Mesopotamia and briefly as far as the Persian Gulf. Yet holding these distant lands proved difficult, as revolts and logistical challenges forced the Romans to withdraw from some territories before Trajan's death. At its height, the empire governed an estimated 70 million people, about 1/4 of the world's population at the time. Its lands included modern Britain, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Turkey, Egypt, North Africa, the Levant, and parts of Mesopotamia. Managing such a vast empire required sophisticated administration. Trajan, known as Optimus Princeps, or the best emperor, combined military success with effective governance. The empire was divided into provinces, each overseen by a governor appointed by the emperor or the Senate. Rome unified these diverse lands through infrastructure, law, and a powerful military. 80,000 kilometers of roads connected the empire, enabling trade, communication, and the swift movement of legions. Roman law, based on the 12 tables and later codifications, brought order and justice to every province. Citizenship, once reserved for Italians, was gradually extended to provincial elites, fostering loyalty and a sense of shared identity. The Roman army, with about 30 legions, 150,000 to 180,000 soldiers, guarded the frontiers. Auxiliary troops drawn from non-citizen provincials doubled the army's size and helped integrate the empire's diverse peoples. Trajan's personal leadership style, his accessibility and willingness to correspond directly with provincial officials, earned him admiration across the empire. Roman society under Trajan was a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and religions. Cities like Rome, Alexandria, and Antioch thrived as centers of trade, culture, and learning. The economy flourished, with goods from every corner of the empire: Egyptian grain, Spanish olive oil, Indian spices flowing through bustling ports. The denarius, a silver coin, was the backbone of commerce, though inflation would become a challenge in later years. Religious diversity was tolerated as long as it did not threaten imperial authority. Early Christian communities began to grow during this period, sometimes facing persecution, as seen in Trajan's correspondence with Pliny the Younger. Daily life varied greatly. The wealthy enjoyed luxurious villas, while the urban poor lived in crowded apartment blocks. Public entertainment, gladiatorial games, chariot races, and theatre brought people together, regardless of class. Trajan's social welfare program, the Alimenta, provided support for poor children, funded by the wealth of conquest. Yet even at its height, the empire faced serious challenges. Trajan's eastern conquests stretched resources thin, and revolts in Mesopotamia and Judea exposed the limits of Roman power. Economic pressures grew as the costs of maintaining the army and bureaucracy mounted. Cultural tensions and local resistance persisted, especially in regions like Judea and Britain. Trajan died in 117, likely from a stroke. His successor, Hadrian, shifted the empire's focus from expansion to consolidation, fortifying borders and abandoning unsustainable territories. Trajan's legacy endures in Rome's architecture, law, and cultural integration. His forum, markets, and public works transformed the city's skyline. The Senate deified him, and later generations remembered him as the ideal ruler. Even Dante, in his Divine Comedy, placed Trajan in paradise for his virtue. The Roman Empire's peak under Trajan was brief, but its achievements in governance, infrastructure, and cultural blending shaped Western civilization for centuries to come.